When will XRP finally go to the moon? That question I get every single day. A matter of fact, that is the most requested topic over, I think, the last 5 or so years. People wondering when exactly XRP is going to go insane. As you guys know, I'm a massive XRP holder, and thus I've done some research into this project, and I'd say that I know pretty well how the XRP price cycle works, when the best time is to accumulate, when the best time is to sell, what a proper XRP trading strategy would be, and obviously as well, just when the gains are going to come. When exactly do I expect them to happen? So if that is something that you're interested in, let me know by pressing that like button. That's all you got to do. Make sure you press that like button. And let's talk about this. So first off, let's establish XRP's crazy run was all the way back in the end of 2017, beginning of 2018. I think the all-time high was January 4th, 2018. And ever since then, it's done pretty well. It went to 17 cents, maybe even 13 cents, and all the way up to $2 in the time span, but never again to the $3, $4 it hit back then in 2017, 2018. And it's left many people confused. Why not? Well, the simple answer is there was a lawsuit with the SEC. The 2021 crypto bull run is where Bitcoin went from 20,000 all the way to about 70,000. Ethereum went from previous all-time high 1,400 to all the way $4,500. XRP went from $3, $4 only to $2 because they were actively in a lawsuit with the SEC trying to figure out what the status of XRP was. It got delisted from many exchanges, and at the end of the day, it just kind of missed the bull run because, I believe, of this lawsuit. Now, we have many times speculated that what caused the XRP price to do so well all the way back in 2017 is still there. A lot of hype, a lot of speculation, a very strong community, a pretty good product. And I often hear the argument from people saying there's so much sell pressure from Ripple or this, that. One thing I got to make clear to you guys is that theoretically speaking, the sell pressure has only lessened. Now that the lawsuit kind of came with some restrictions for Ripple et al., but also 𝗕𝗏𝗪𝗏, one of the co-founders of Ripple and of the XP Ledger, has stopped getting rid of it actively. That's one thing. Theoretically speaking, you might say that Ripple's sell chunks have started to get smaller, but that's still up for debate. What I mostly meant is a lot of other massive parties who are constantly selling XRP. I'm thinking in the back of my head of R3, etc. I don't think they're very much involved in this similar process anymore, or at least it's not in the front lines like it used to be back then. So it's just about the upside, not as much about down, down, down. XRP, I don't think is going to see any significantly lower points as long as Bitcoin keeps up. That's because it stayed so resilient in the bear run, regardless of the SEC lawsuit, that I don't think they're going to go down as much as a lot of other cryptos will. Again, right now, it's still one of the top cryptos. So again, downside, we're going to put that aside. It's pretty minimal. Let's talk about upside. What do I think in terms of price? When is it going to happen? And we already kind of established what kept it down. So what's going to be that impulse getting it up? Now, I've shown you many times that the main factor for the XRP price is waves of excitement. In history, XRP has never really been a coin to do well when all the other altcoins do well. The usual cycle works like this, right? And we all know it. It goes from fiat to Bitcoin to your large caps, smaller and smaller. All of a sudden, once the bull run ends, it goes back into Bitcoin. This basically means people take their dollars or euros, they put it into Bitcoin or Ethereum, one of the top assets that's easy to buy and easy to follow. Then they start going for some other cryptos that are easy to find on your top exchanges, but that have some more potential as they're not as big as Bitcoin already. And then as they research more and more, they notice, hey, we're going to go for a meme. Hey, we're going to go for this, that. My friend just told me about this. But that happens in waves of crazy excitement, so further along in the run. Now, XRP has an interesting property. It falls along into the large caps and also very low caps category in terms of price action. And the reason for that is that in every single run previously, every single time that XRP grows on a crazy tangent, it's been after people thought that the excitement was kind of over. Yes. Previous run, 2017, for example. Bitcoin hit an all-time high November of 2017. XRP hit its all-time high at the beginning of January. Why? Interesting, right? Well, I think for the most part, because at that point, people noticed, hey, excitement, hey, they noticed things specifically about XRP that pulled them away from Bitcoin, which is why, in history, the XRP dominance at those points got extremely high. But the baseline for why it goes so crazy is because there's a lot of excitement in the market. There's a lot of fresh blood, is what I often call it, a lot of fresh newbies. As XRP is a crypto that a lot of people that I meet on the street, that I meet around, hear about as one of the first. Yes. For example, if we're looking at the crypto state of the market right now, it's not really many new people just quite yet. And whatever project does really well is the one that's getting a lot of attention, a lot of hype. You might argue now that XRP's purpose, being this intermediary bank type of currency, is not something that gets the excitement unless there's a lot of price action or there's new people who get pretty bullish on the idea of not trying to reinvent the wheel and a crypto that's been kept down for such a long time and has such massive potential that's also already in the top. So basically an undervalued value type of gem. That's not the state that we're in the market currently. We're going for trends. We're going for arguably pretty stupid price moves right now. And fundamentals are pretty much thrown out the window. And I don't think that's going to get better anytime soon as the market picks up. No, those fundamentals mostly shine in a bear run where, for example, XRP, it didn't really go down as much as a lot of other cryptos did, even though they were in such a massive lawsuit. Now, that all aside, right? We've basically covered all the most important details. The moment I think XRP will go crazy is the moment that it crosses the dollar mark. What we've seen when Ripple won the lawsuit, for example, is the price went to 95 cents. I think it was deliberately cut off there. You guys, a lot of you don't know at least. But with regards to prices of cryptocurrencies, there's so much that the foundation or people with a little bit of money or a little bit of power, a little bit of influence can do to it. And that's because you might see a move worth $15 billion in terms of market cap, but that move might only cost a couple $1 million to achieve, depending, of course, on how big the project is. But specifically, if it's along the lines of Ripple or Ripple's partners in that sense, they can do a lot in terms of strategizing. And if you do not understand, let's say, for example, Ripple knows that if the price were to gain too much, and I'm scratching my eye a little bit, if the price were to move too much over the next couple of weeks, that they'd probably make less money over the next year or two, or the price would do less well in the massive bull run because a lot of excitement was already caught out, or a lot of people would sell, causing them to leave the ecosystem, causing them They could cut it off. Why? They have a ton of XRP themselves, but they could also, because they already deal with exchanges, or they could deal with market making firms to basically put a lot of sell pressure on certain levels, for example, 95 cents, and then once it gets rejected and the price inevitably comes crawling back down, that they buy it back up to gain their XRP back while keeping that roof and obviously making money in the process as well. Why would they want to do that, for example? Because very often they want to make this money to keep a floor. So when prices go up, you sell so you can actually buy back the dips. This is what market making firms can do as an example. But also from another perspective, those guys, I'm saying the unnamed ones. It could theoretically speaking be Ripple, but there are obviously rules against it. It could be any miscellaneous firm. There could be multiple, actually. It could be a little coalition of sorts. You don't fully know unless you're in it, and I'm not, and you guys are not. And even if it were, I wouldn't tell you. So, and the benefit here being, as I was trying to say, if you cut off the price, for example, 95 cents, knowing that the moment it got above $1, you get crazy excitement waves, you want to keep that until one of the most exciting times where there's a lot of new people coming into crypto, because what makes XRP go so crazy? A lot of new people. Again, that's what we saw in previous runs. So in my opinion, it's going to take one spark. Right now, everybody's excited about the Bitcoin spot ETFs. It's going to be inevitable that Ethereum and XRP ETFs are going to come. The institutions are probably hoarding up XRP all the time anyway, but it's just not an exciting type of way because the price hasn't gone as crazy. However, a lot of cryptos that I didn't expect to go crazy this time around have gone crazy. which puts me on the map again by saying, or kind of puts me in a state of mind of thinking, it could really just that you wake up one day, XRP is up 40%, and all of a sudden from there on forward, the next couple of weeks are just going to be so insane because of all the FOMO, because of all this missed out excitement, because I do not believe that a lot of people who have been holding XRP throughout all this time are going to sell that quickly. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the most important part. With Solana, with all these, okay, actually we have different sort of cryptos. Solana, very much manipulated because the majority of the holdings are institutions, massive institutions at that. They're manipulating the price like crazy. It is the truth. TRB, like yesterday happened, it's massive manipulation. I can name so many cryptos that have just got just got manipulation from the foundation that knows what they're doing. Some of these firms, they know exactly what they're doing to print so much money. I honestly believe they've been keeping the XRP price down for just the right moment because they know in all those other instances, there's such a price manipulation wave upwards that many people just sell into because they're scared. They don't feel the fundamentals. It's the first time a project rushes like this. It doesn't have that lasting power. It doesn't have that longevity. With XRP, a lot of you guys are masochists. A lot of you guys like to see pain. You like to feel pain because you felt it for holding XRP throughout all these gains in the crypto market. You guys must like pain, and I kind of do too, I guess. Anyway, props to you, by the way, for holding on. You're a maniac in a good way, kind of. Well, everybody's out there enjoying their crypto gains. You're just looking at your screen, waiting for the number to go up. Anyway, to get back to the story, the moment that XRP goes to $1, $2, whatever, I think it's going to be interesting to see just how little sell pressure there will be. You might say Ripple, this or that, but who exactly is interested in selling at those low prices? Because you've held on for that long. I've stated many times, I always think you build your portfolio accordingly, where you've got some long-term crypto holdings you won't sell ever, of which XRP is part of mine. And then you have different things you buy in different parts of the market to speculate on, to trade with, or to just make money on, to buy more long-term holdings. And I've noticed in discussing that theory more often that a lot of people, they just don't care for selling their XRP for some quick, easy profits because they're either holding it big or going home. That's why a lot of people have only XRP or got a huge chunk of it because they believe this is the one. And I always say, even if you think it's the one, always get some other cryptos as well. It's just smart to diversify. Even if you've got a basket of golden eggs, what if that basket gets trampled, right? You might want to get some normal eggs in there as well, just so you have some breakfast tomorrow. Even if you had some golden eggs, what if something does end up happening? But the point still remaining the same, that a lot of these guys, a lot of you guys, are holding on till the bitter mother frickin' end. And I think that end is like, this is honest truth. I think that end for a lot of people is hundreds of dollars worth of XRP, per XRP, or perhaps even never. And just using this to pay for things now, as obviously your value is just so high that you don't need to cash out. You've got enough money forever. Or perhaps once the XRP ecosystem develops even further, you provide liquidity, for example, get a yield on your XRP natively, or through things like Flare or whatnot, you get a yield on your XRP so you don't actually have to ever sell. You just make money off of your billions of dollars now. I don't know. Everybody's got different plans. But I think that's the caveat here. XRP is a late gainer, but also it's been kind of like roofed. They kept the price below $1. The moment that it crosses that, it's going to be crazy. But I do believe it's going to happen as the excitement for Bitcoin lessens. But let me tell you guys something. I've told you so many times in a row now that I think that moment where XRP could start to shine is the moment that Bitcoin's dominance takes off. Because that means that altcoins are taken over. And then somewhere in the altcoin season, I personally think XRP is going to go on a really surprising, really crazy type of rush where you just wake up one day and the price is up so much, you're going to kind of FOMO hard. That's how XRP rolls. They're not a crypto that goes up consecutively, kind of easy and slow going. No, they have crazy hype waves, crazy waves that you just don't expect. You don't know what to do anymore at those points. That's honestly what I'm preparing for. That's what I'm waiting for. And that's why I'm not selling my XRP. I've told people, I always think it's worth keeping a stash to trade with, to make money with, and I always explain that with my little writing on the iPad that I do sometimes in those tutorial type of videos. But no, I will not sell my XRP because first of all, I think either it goes big or goes home. I'm not here for just a 2x or anything, and I don't think the price is going to be one of those coins that goes down 99% in the bear run either. And I think if all crashes, XRP will still be pretty fine. It's kind of similar to Bitcoin in that sense, but then with much more gain potential. Many people look at these videos and think, Dusty, why do you keep talking about XRP? Because I think they're pretty good. I've been holding on because I do still believe in the dream. And I know so many people dislike when I make a video about XRP, but I don't care. I think it's a pretty juicy project. I still think it would do well. Once more, I would never hold all my money in XRP, but that does not mean I don't think they've got some massive potential still. Again, I understand many people are disappointed. Toughen up. It's life. I always say my main philosophy in life is to minimize regret. Don't keep thinking about how much money you could have gotten. Get it now. How? Well, if you put all your money into one asset, once more, you've learned from that mistake now. Do it better this year. This year, it's about grind season. You're going to go from whatever money you have times 10 this year. If you don't, I'm disappointed in you. So don't think about the past. It don't matter. It don't matter. It's all about what you're going to do from now on forward. And I always say, as long as you're really willing to go hard, if you're willing to put in the effort and time, it doesn't matter what happened in the past because you're going to make it. I honestly believe in every single one of you. And I'll keep saying that every single day. But I'm telling you right now, 2024, we're going to make some serious moves. I hope you guys are prepared for more crypto videos every single day, more updates, more tips, more everything. It's about to get crazy. And I want you guys to really be with me here and make sure you press that like button every single time you watch the video. And if you do, I got your back. And trust me when I say that this is going to be our year. I believe from the bottom of my heart, every single one of you watching this channel dedicatedly is going to make crazy amounts of gains. I believe it. Yeah, you might notice I'm excited. Even about XRP, I'm excited because I believe in the story. I believe in the vision.